Are you struggling to choose a profitable niche for your agency? And if so, in this video, I want to show you how to choose a profitable niche without spending too much time. So the first step is you want to assess your interests and expertise. So you want to ask yourself, what are you passionate about and could talk about all day long? So is that real estate? Is that, flying planes? Is that dog walking? Whatever it is, you want to list all that stuff down. Then you want to ask yourself, what industries do I have experience in? So have you maybe worked, as maybe a real estate agent or in a real estate office? Have you worked for, let's say, like a pet grooming service? You know, list down all the industries that you have an experience in. So maybe you don't have any experience in any. And if that's the case, don't worry because I'm going to show you how you can still find a profitable niche. So from there, you want to research market demand. So you want to do a little bit of Googling. You want to look for successful agencies and see what niches they're targeting if you have no industry experience. So let's just say, you are a little bit not curious. That's not the word I'm looking for. But let's say you have some interest in fitness. You can look up, digital marketing agencies that specialize in gyms or help gyms. Use some of that verbiage. You'll figure it out. So once you get your search results, you can basically start looking at these agencies that pop up first. You don't want to look at the ads because obviously those people paid to be there. You want to look at the organic search results because then those people did a good job at SEO to try to get their not to try to get their agency at the first page. So once you do that, you want to Google whatever niche you found plus industry growth. So let's just keep using this gym example. So you want to type in, say like fitness coaching plus industry growth. And then you're going to look at the search results and you're going to see like, is this industry growing or is it declining? And it will even show you like how much this industry is worth, like how many millions, billions, maybe even trillions. So from there, you want to kind of look at all that data and decide yourself, like, okay, over the past 5 years, this industry has grown, say, by $30 billion. So that's a clear indicator that, like, yes, this is a good industry to get into. So from there, you want to identify the pain points that you can solve. So right here, I've linked this document that I use to do market research with ChatGPT. And what you're going to want to do is you can download this, make a copy of this right here. So I'll just show you a preview. So it's basically 7 prompts that I use to type into ChatGPT just so I can get a better understanding of whatever niche I'm going after, their pain points, wants, and desires. So once you've done that, basically you want to identify the pain points you can solve. So if you're a beginner, you want to try to figure out what pain points can I solve based on my skills. So for example, like if they're a gym and they're struggling with lead generation, it's like, okay, what lead generation service can I offer as a beginner that's not going to take me, months and months to learn and fulfill on? So for example, you could help a lot of gyms, they run ads to try to get members. So you could offer something like database reactivation, where you're basically using all their old leads from their ads and you're just help converting them into new members. But more on that on another video. So from there, you want to evaluate the profitability because you don't want to, let me think of an example here. So you don't want to help out some type of industry where, they sell a $99 product because let's face it, you're going to have to sell 1,000 of those things just to make them any substantial amount of money where they want to keep you on if you had a bad month. So what you want to do is you want to choose a high ticket niche or niche, whatever you want to call it, same thing. So for myself, I go after home builders. And this is the reason I go after home builders is because, well, not just home builders specifically, custom home builders. Because the profit margin for when they build a custom home is easily like $150,000 to $300,000, depending on how expensive the house is. Like if they build someone a $2 million home and their average profit is 25%, it's like they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars just on one customer. So if I bring them one, like they're blown out of the water, and like they can pay for my services for the next year. And we can even have months where I don't get them a client, but they're just so ecstatic on the money that I made them. It's like they're going to give me a break, and they know that not everything is, always going to be on the up and up, and that there are bumps in business. Or you could choose real estate agents, because let's face it, buying a home is probably the biggest investment that people make in their whole life. So if they're going to go buy $1 million home, the commission for the agent or the broker, whoever, whatever title they go by, is probably going to be a sizable amount. So I'm not quite sure what's the percentage that real estate agents make, but let's just say that, they get 3%. If it's $1 million home that you help them connect them with, or not connect them with, but you know what I'm saying. If it's $1 million home that they sold, and their average commission is 3%, that's big money. And another high target, not high target, I'm getting ahead of myself. Another profitable niche that you can go after is law firms. Because let's face it, if they're a personal injury lawyer and you're offering to help them get more brain injury cases, or maybe what's the word I'm looking for when malpractice cases, those are going to be like high value cases. Like that's not somebody just coming in saying like, oh yeah, I got caught for DUI and I need a lawyer and here's 10,000. Even then, a $10,000 case is still $10,000. But like I was mentioning, like medical malpractice or a brain injury case, like that's going to be tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. So if you bring them, a few cases like that, they're absolutely blown out of the water. They're going to be like, this guy or girl is like, yeah, I'm so glad I met them. Definitely need to keep them in my back pocket. So the next step is you want to assess the competition level. So the first thing I want to say is don't worry about saturated markets, because to me, that just means that there's money to be made. Because obviously, if you're going after a niche where it's like there's no competition, it's probably for a reason. Like let's just say dog walkers. There's probably not much competition when it comes to targeting dog walkers, but why would there be? Like how much is somebody going to charge to walk someone's dog? $20, $30? Exactly. So that's why you want to target someone, or not someone, you want to target an industry where there actually is a high competition level. And basically all you have to do is craft an offer that's better than everyone else's. So you just do your market research, you find what these other agencies that are, let's say, targeting real estate agents, you look at what's their offer. How can I make it better, faster, and cheaper? And then just start messaging people. And I'm telling you, you're going to get responses. So then the fifth step is just to test, and test. Because you're not going to hit a home run on the first time. This takes a lot of reiteration to find out like what niche is going to be the best for you. And I don't want you to, I don't want you to say like, oh, I picked real estate agents and I sent 100 messages and nobody's interested. So now let me go change my niche and my offer. It's like, no, you need to stick. Like that's not how it works. If you're a farmer, you don't go out there and plant your seeds, for your cornfield and be like, oh, it's been 3 days and none of them have popped up yet. Like, let me go till my field under and start all over again. That's just not the way it works. So once you've worked with a few clients in that niche, then you can make a decision. So let's just say you've worked with 3 real estate agents and now you realize like, yeah, these people aren't exactly the types of people I want to work with. Like they're always on my butt. They're always bothering me. They're always wondering like, oh, when are leads coming in? And it's just a headache. Then you can decide like, okay, maybe I want to work with a different industry. So the next thing that I've set up for you is I've created this niche selection wheel. So basically all you need to do is click the link below and spin the wheel to find a high ticket niche. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. just because, too many people I see are spending way too much time trying to figure out which niche should I actually go with. So basically, you just open up this wheel and click on it and let this do all the work for you. Okay, so there we go. Yacht rentals and sales. Obviously, whoever can afford to buy a yacht is, a successful person. And let's face it, a yacht isn't exactly, 500 bucks. Like these things could be hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. So let's just say, you don't have any interest in yachts and rental sales. You can just click it again. Basically, just keep clicking this wheel until something pops up that you're excited about. So let's say you're into cars, exotic car dealerships. So there you go. You've chosen your niche. So if you want one-on-one help with appointment setting, you can join my free school, Direct Message Mastery, where I hold daily Q&A calls. It's free to join, and let's face it, so if you want one-on help with appointment setting, join my free school, Direct Message Mastery, where I host daily one-on-one, well, not one-on-one, sorry, where I host daily Q&A calls and I answer all your questions and help you actually choose a profitable niche and start getting sales calls, consistently. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, I'll leave the link below. So once again, peace.